Oh, God, sorry, I spilled some, excuse me, I spilled, the cup just slipped out of my hand. I'm fine, by the way. I certainly don't want any more water, but I appreciate your asking.
Ainsley,
Yes,
Mark Godfrey.
Ainsley Hayes.
So we'll be starting in about a minute. I understand you've never done TV before?
No, not as such, no.
Not as, what does that mean?
It means, no, I haven't done TV before.
Okay, well, can I give you some friendly advice?
Yes, I would appreciate that.
Don't overreach.
Don't overreach.
Don't try and do too much. Don't try and know more than you do. My show is not the place for someone to become a star.
Okay.
You're gonna be opposite Sam Seaborn. He's on the show a couple of dozen times, and the White House wouldn't keep sending him if you didn't keep wiping the floor with whoever was in your chair.
I've seen him.
I'll step in and take some of the punches for you if it gets out of hand, but if it doesn't go too far from don't go too far from the talking points. I'm sure somebody did.
Yeah.
You'll be fine. 30 seconds. Why is my desk wet? 10 seconds. There we go. Remember what I said.
Okay.
And 5, 4, 3. Okay, good evening, Sam Seaborn. Why is this bill better than its Republican counterpart than the president vetoed last year? Oh, because it buys things that teachers need, like textbooks. The package offered by the Republican-controlled Congress offered a grand total of $0 for new textbooks. Ainsley Hayes, is that true?
No,
You want to expound on that at all?
no, it is not true. And we should tell the truth when we're talking about education, because I can't think of anything more important, and neither can either of you. The bill contained plenty of money for new textbooks. Also, computer literacy, school safety, physical plant. The difference is we wanted to give the money to communities and let them decide how best to spend it on the off chance that the need of Lincoln High in Dayton might be different from the needs of Crenshaw High in South LA. We also believe the people who live there are probably better at knowing what's best for their kids than we are. But the reason the president vetoed the bill was that it guaranteed by law that 95% of the money would go directly into the classrooms and bypass the pork barrel buffet. And the reason why the president found that troubling was that he doesn't work for the students, nor does he work for the parents of the students. He works for the teachers union. The bill contained plenty of money for textbooks. Textbooks are important, if for no other reason than they accurately place the town of Kirkwood in California and not Oregon.
We'll be back with more Capital Beat after this. We're out.
And so, did I overreach?
Great adjustment. Great. Let's stop. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you. Thanks
Really
very much. I
appreciate it. Thank you so
appreciate
much.
the opportunity.
Okay,
Thank
we'll
you.
see you
Just
soon.
take your
Thank
cup
you.
in here. Can you grab your cup? Mike?
Thanks.
Thank you for coming in.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Great. Come have a seat. Let's go.
So, you're so mean.
I want to put it kind of contextually if you're gonna get the job or not. I mean, that's kind of harsh, but I think that's a good bar for us all to be working
Yeah.
at, right?
Right.
And I would say you're not getting the job, but I would say it was a tremendous adjustment. Really good. I mean, that was what we talked about with Todd. You put fire in that speech. You put fire into, you made it much more successful. And to that end, I would think again, if this actress were right for another role, you're 100% coming back. I hear the intelligence in it.
Yeah.
I hear the attack on it. What didn't work for me are a couple of things. You have glasses on your head, right?
Jeez, I forgot. Totally forgot.
So I just don't see this character is gonna be on TV doing that. And when you went out of the room and you came back and you had glasses on your head. I don't like the business with the cup. That is too much of a business. Don't just, that's easy mind, like, oh God, okay. Oh, I'm so that you don't need it's stickiness that you don't need it, and it gets in your way actually. I like the nervousness on the top. I bought all of that. I would make it a lot faster. I would sit down and just go, oh shit, I'm sorry, oh, sorry, I spilled, I mean, can you help me? Oh, really, thank you, well, no, I don't need more, thanks for asking. Okay, sorry, you know what I mean, that's the beat, not, you made it into a
Yeah.
little mini movie. And it does, it's all, but what you captured well was her. Ooh,
Focus.
I'm a fish out of waters, right? And that fish out of water makes us love your character.
Yeah.
Makes us want, we're all you. Who's never been on TV before? Oh, shit. So this all worked. And it was a much better adjustment, but you know, when Rick had that big line with his character had the big line early before you get your speech, you're listening is a big part of what we do. It's a really big part of what we do. And it's actually the easiest part. And there was one moment that you looked and Rick was talking about the thing and you went, "Mhm," which actually is nice. Like those moments, right? The other moments where you going, shit, my line's coming up. What the fuck am I gonna say? And we're losing your face. Now, there's a difference between, okay, I accept the fact that not everyone's off book. That's okay. But what happens is, in that moment, it reads to me exactly that. So now I'm starting to wonder, you're not even, when you're not speaking, you're not even looking at it.
Mm,
So what experience level am I dealing with?
mm.
We can't teach on the set, you know what I'm saying? I love the adjustment, but it did run, I would sit here after you're leaving and going, made a great adjustment, but there's a experience question. I'd look at your resume and I'd say, yeah, it's a pass. But if there were a role that came in that was less, I would throw you something else on West Mike. I would. What do you think?
I love your look. I think you have a great
Yeah.
look.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying,
Sounds
but you've got a lived in face and vibe and you're very casting.
Yeah.
And I think, and divorce myself from casting and just now the teacher hat. I want to applaud, Peter made a reference to music yesterday, how we're gonna have 40 women play the same piece of music. Now they all look different, but the way they meet it out and play in their own dynamics. I applaud you went from the skittish, nervous, and the way you sort of got to your ballsy moment at the end. You really paced it quite nicely. By the end, I was, as the hero, he said, "We're the audience is watching TV. She's the every woman. You're not Morgan Fairchild. You're not meant to be the you're the mom who lives down the block that I went trick or treating for every year of my life, and she's going rah rah. We need teachers, and the kids need books. And by the end, I want to get on. And so I applaud that, as Peter said, the work you did. It was evident to me.
Yeah, so it was really good, but I would just say this to everybody. We see this with Todd on here and we see this here. It's all in the work. These choices are on the page. So be smarter, be better, understand that this is the arc of the character. Right? Don't wait to get the note in the room. Understand it's all here. You've been given the roadmap. So figure this shit out. When you're working on it, this is why the preparation is everything, right? But great work, but be bold and just know that's what you're a guest star. This is, I'm the mouse that becomes a lion. And if you think in those contexts, you have everything you need to have a really good audition.
Trenton, you're up next.
Right?
I
One second.
really did think in my head that I was
Okay,
being forceful,
so
because I'm not